Big up, and welcome to the Liverpool 12th Man Show. I'm the Liverpool 12th Man, and I'm joined today by Lee and Brian. How you doing, Lee?
Good, mate. Yeah, not too bad.
Good. And Brian, how you doing?
Better than you two, apparently.
Yeah, I know. I know. A little bit under the weather here. I know Lee was talking about that earlier too, so definitely bear with me if you might see the golf screen or something like that. I might have to grab a quick drink or something like that. But I am feeling a little bit energetic, despite the fact of my body not exactly having all the energy it needs. But I still am feeling a little bit energetic about the fact that clean sheet, 6 points in the bag, just a couple of points. I think it's I know Brian mentioned what the GD was, but basically a point or two off of a goal or two off of off the top of the league.
One goal, yeah.
Yeah, one goal.
Just one.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we look like a more disciplined and at times a very, very tactical team out there. And whether it's the pursuits of us going and doing the little ticky-tacky style stuff where it's like quick passing and keeping the ball moving and keeping yourself moving and everything else. It's been actually a pretty interesting rock and roll session so far of maybe a different channel. It's not the heavy metal station, but it is definitely a good station to get results from. What were your basic what was your feel good moment from yesterday? Actually, what was the moment that made you just go, oh yeah, this is gonna be a good year in that game? Or did you not have, or maybe it was the entire game? I don't know. Lee, what was your feel good moment yesterday?
Yeah, I like the way we won. Thought we did it quite well we weren't under that much threat. Where they caused us a few posed a few problems, but not that many. And that's what I liked about yesterday. Yeah, that's what I enjoyed most about yesterday, is that they didn't trouble us too much.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, Referee said easy listening slot radio. Yeah, it's like smooth jazz. It's definitely like smooth jazz. What was it for you, Irishman? Did you have a really good was there one moment that made it was that feel good moment of the game for you yesterday?
For the game, but not for the season. I wouldn't take anything to say that's made me think anything for the season. But yesterday, no, nothing in particular. I just thought it was a really good game. We scored some great goals, and I was going to say the crowd was good with Carvalho. But no, nothing. So I just thought it was a really professional job. It wasn't kind of anything to get too excited about across the 90, but just we played some really good football in moments, but it was just a lot of moments. But yeah, hopefully if you can start playing a lot of that for the majority of most games, then yeah, it's a nice, well, I don't know what the word is, a signpost maybe, but yeah, no, I just thought it was a really good professional performance.
Okay. I thought I know what most people probably will think was my feel good moment yesterday, but I really thought I really liked when there was the exchange. It didn't end up in a goal, but there was an exchange that Salah had where he did a quick 1-2, and then it was another 1-2, and then it was another 1-2. It was very quick passing, and he went all the way around and eventually tried to even get a shot off from a very tight corner position and end up getting a corner out of it.
Yeah, that was good. I enjoyed that bit. Yeah,
exactly. That was my feel good moment right there. That was one of those things where I'm just we have rarely seen that from this team, the way that we go about holding down possession and the progression of it all. And that for me was
if you ask me what a feel, I mean, it's just language again. If you say to me what's a feel good moment, I mean that's a kind of an emotional thing, like the Carvalho getting.
I got you. No, your feel good moment was good. I was,
but no, But if you're asking me about that, that would be one of the most impressive passages to play, yeah. But just as a feel good moment, that more of a kind of off, I don't know, more kind of emotional type stuff.
No, I get what you're saying. I get. I remember because I was watching the watch along on I went to my supporter pub, but I had the Beijing
Beijing
Reds
Reds.
on my phone while I was at the pub, and like I remember saying trying to think like as when I saw Fab was about to come on, I remember putting in a chat. I said to myself, I'm going to be really interested to see how the crowd responds to, for being to Fab coming back to the stadium or back to Anfield, and it wasn't any short of what I should have expected from the very beginning. I mean, like I think we have some of the class, the fans that go to the pitch, I think are some of the classiest fans in the world. Personally, I know that could be biased, but I do think that. I mean, like the fact that they give, they show proper respect to even the goalkeeper, of the opposition team.
When they come out at halftime, to get applauded.
So it's like one of those things where it's just like there's this proper like mannerisms that are brought out into this, and I that's why I was you saying that being your feel good moment. I can understand that completely and could attest that could be certainly one of them. I know you're saying the play of the run of play. It was just one of those for me. That moment was like it was like I haven't seen this team play that way really, like as in. But for a quick moment or two, I'm like, wow. I'm like, if we start doing this, this is a whole different angle of like of what we could get out from this team. And
did the other kid get on actually? Just quickly on that, I forgot. Did Van den Berg get minutes?
Don't think so.
No, I don't think he came on. No, because I remember seeing him warm up. All right.
He warmed up with
last I saw him,
Fab actually.
Yeah.
But he
big,
didn't
tall,
get
ginger guy.
Minutes. Let me actually so this doesn't the only ones he didn't get minutes. He they had Fabio got on, Damsgaard got on, Oyenka and Shade all got on for them. But let me close that so it doesn't hem us up a little bit. Excuse me. And I like the fact that it was the opener for this game for Arnie. I think another possible feel good moment, maybe for some of those out there, especially for our head coach. I think was hearing possibly him hearing You'll Never Walk Alone in person as the head coach. I'm sure that was probably very, very like overpowering.
Yeah, that was his first taste of it at home, wasn't it? So I'm sure he enjoyed that. Yeah, we've always been good to our returning players. Like it's just a thing with us. We always are good to our returning players. Can't think of one that's ever been received badly. It's just the way it is. We're a fair crowd.
He got to hear his own song as well, didn't he? From the cut, that was the first time as well. He got that around 70 minutes. I think it was around 70.
I was going to say second half. Yep.
When we were 2-0 up and kind of cruising. I don't think Trent was singing it, though. I think he had the earbuds in.
Fired.
I think he had the earbuds in.
I think he did. I think he definitely did. Oh, man. There is... You know what? Before we bounce into a lot of the game, there is some talk. I'll get into a quick note about something that's been in the news, and
we may as well start with the breaking news, as it were.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, sure. What I wanted to do is, so this is via Fabrizio. That Liverpool are making an initial approach for Federico Chiesa as possible option for final days. He's available on the market as Juve want to find a solution, and LFC made contact with them today about the player. Does that move anyone?
Yeah, I'd give him a whirl. I'd give him a whirl, even though we say don't buy Italian. I'd give him a whirl. I liked his dad. His dad was one of my favourites of that era, but his dad was from.
Okay.
Yeah, played for Parma. Okay, he's a great player. You know, before his ACL, he was one of the best out there. You know, but he was doing it for Juve.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want to know, like, I read a quick article there. It was sort of subtitled, you know, why do Juve want to sell Chiesa? Because I heard a while ago, I knew they wanted to sell him because Romano came out a couple of weeks ago and said sometimes he can be a bit strong with his language when he uses when he's trying to not the right words, and he said that Mata doesn't trust Chiesa. Now, I think that means that he doesn't trust him to fit into his tactical system, and I just think trust is not really the right word that he used there.
Okay.
Just doesn't think that he'll. He just doesn't think he'll fit. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Lost in translation a little bit. I just think he meant that he won't fit into Mata's system. Now, he only has a year left on his deal. This is the guy who, not that long ago, was before Neymar. He was being talked about as a £100 million player.
Yeah.
You know, 80 million, 90 million pound.
Mm-hmm.
Then he got a bad injury. Then he comes back. So I'd really just like to know why they're selling him and why they're so happy to let him go. And again, yeah, like I am right up there with the never buy Italian. That's been my thing for a long time. Bastoni, I think there'll always be exceptions to prove the rule. I think I'd be happy to take the risk on Bastoni, but a guy like Chiesa is like the archetypal ain't going to work out. But he could come in. I think no, he didn't. He was at Dortmund. I think he didn't overlap with Klopp, but I really don't know about him, man. But with a year left on his deal, you're probably only talking about something like 25 million, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not an enormous risk.
Not a lot of money, is it?
He's a right-footed left winger who can play on the right, can play through the middle, but predominantly off
we
the
took
left.
a chance on him at 25 million than Anthony Gordon at 80 million. Any day of the week, any day.
Yeah,
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, all week through, I'd rather have him than Anthony Gordon.
If he's 100% fit, yeah, I really don't know. Really don't know, man. Okay. He's a real gamble.
But I'd say it ain't much of a gamble for 25 million.
That is.
Yeah. I don't know. No, yeah, I don't know. It's because it's only just come out about 10 minutes ago, isn't it? Like it's come out of nowhere.
Yeah. But
yeah, but you'd have to ask yourself all that shit, don't you? Would he want to live in England? You know what I mean? Would he accept living in England even for a massive wage and playing for a big club? Would it fit his high standards of life as an Italian to live somewhere else?
Are you saying that he doesn't like beans on toast? Maybe he does.
God, I don't like that crap. I'm not into that.
God, no.
I'll give us some credit here in England. Not everyone likes that shite.
No. Absolute muck.
Beans on toast. It makes the toast soggy. It's unbearable soggy toast. Who wants soggy toast?
Hell. Yeah, it's just food hell.
There you go. All right. So there again. That's the rumor. Again, you know, whenever being it is Fabrizio Romano, people do take a little bit more notice to the rumor as opposed to it just being a possible, Twitter guy or Twitter account that's just trying to get clicks. Fabrizio tries to get clicks too, but all the same.
Just quickly on his injuries, he missed 269 days with that cruise ship. After that, it's been really like 5 days, 14 days, 3 days, 7 days, 5 days, 15 days, 7 days, 17 days, 5 days, 6 days, 10 days. So since he did his ACL, or the most he's missed in one go is 26 days. So the games he's missed since his ACL, are 6-1-2. He's missed ones and twos, so he looks to have recovered from that. He looks like he's not really that injury prone. That just looks like normal enough stuff to me. Just the odd thing here and there. So yeah, that's since the Crucia in 21-22.
Bad injury, innit? Bad.
Yeah, he missed a year. He basically missed a year because he missed 269 days with that, and then following that he missed 26 days because of fitness, which is coming off the back of that. And
It's
then
often a career ender, isn't it? A cruciate, it's often a career ender and can be a career blighter or a career diminisher. Some players just are never the same player after they've had one.
Yeah, no, it looks good, to be honest, that way. It really doesn't look like a problem. So I just think it is a guy who not that long ago, there was, I know a couple of people that he was their guy. When we were going for Salah, they wanted Chiesa, and they've always wanted Chiesa. I know there's a couple of people out there that really like him, big Liverpool heads. So I'm sure they'll be happy, but I don't know what are people in the chat saying. I don't know. Is it overwhelmingly positive in the chat? What do people think? Would they be thumbs up for a Chiesa, thumbs down? I don't know. What are we looking at?
Okay, so let's see. I'll ask them in the chat if we were to go get this player, then would it be a positive or a negative? Would it be a positive or a negative, or would you be thumbs up, thumbs down? You could put a plus. You could put a plus or a minus in the. Or is it easier to do 1 and 2? Is it easier to do 1 and 2? Maybe. Put a 1 if you're.
Some people
put a
don't
1
like
if you're.
emojis.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Put a 1 if you're thumbs up.
Are.
Put a 2 if you're thumbs down on this deal. Put a 1 in the chat if you're thumbs up, or a plus. Yeah, plus minus. Yeah, MK tell. It is a plus minus. Put a 1 in the chat if you're
Arnie's on the fence.
Yeah, you're for it, or put a 2 if you think it's
Net zero, interesting. Red for Life saying net zero. I don't think he adds anything, but he wouldn't take away either.
That's so crazy. So,
as a backup to Salah, I think he would be happy to be kind of cover. Maybe it's just weird. It's just a guy. It's not like a fall.
How old is he?
25.
He's only 25. Okay.
Yeah, he's got a year left on his deal.
You can play a few different positions, can't you?
Yeah. Right. He's typically a right-footed left winger.
Right.
But he can play right wing. I think he plays on the right I've seen him play on the right for Italy. 26, just turned 26 then probably. So a fit Chiesa that's happy to be there and wants to play and fits the system. Oh, he's 27 in 3 weeks. Okay, I don't. Well,
yeah.
Website. They need to be updated. I was surprised when I saw 25. Or maybe I need glasses. Well, no, I do need glasses. Yeah, look, it is. It's just it's out of nowhere a little bit, but a very fit Chiesa that's happy to be a squad player and performs.
Is he being? Is that his role now at Juventus?
Well, his role at Juventus now is they want him out because he hasn't played.
Well, I meant
Mata is a new manager. But Mata has just taken over, so he's kind of made it clear from the start that he didn't want him. It was very public, a very strange one, I thought. But I'm sure there's good reason there for it. Mata, I thought, didn't really have the CV to come in there and start telling people what to do because he's failed at his other games. At Genoa, he didn't do well. So I just thought it was a bit odd that he came in and started telling people like Chiesa, I don't trust you to play in my system. I said, okay, listen to you, He was a great player, but I don't think he's done that much as a manager yet. It's a huge club. So,
all right. I was just wondering.
No, it's a really interesting one.
It's interesting because I know if this deal was made last year or maybe 2 years ago, people would have been.
Oh yeah.
Would have been like screaming from they would have been partying and getting all excited. Now it's not. It seems like tempered.
People went off banging his drum about 24 months ago, 2 seasons ago. Yeah, they were banging his drum really loudly. Weren't the Chiesa? Loads of people saying what an absolute diamond he was and how mad it'd be if we could get him somehow. Like But now people aren't saying much. Are they, like, after this injury and things have quieted down? Like,
Yep, this is pretty wild.
Yeah.
I wanted to bring in this little stat too. Before we're going to get into ratings, obviously, we're going to be getting into ratings. I sent Nolante actually a link if you want to get in on the ratings too, Nolante. But I wanted to share this as well. This is 128 goal contributions in 128 Premier League appearances for Liverpool at Anfield. He has 93 goals and 35 assists. The Egyptian King is certainly just that. He's an incredible player, an absolute professional, and just an amazing man in himself. But that is pretty exceptional to have 128 goal contributions in 128 Premier League appearances for Liverpool. What do you have to say about this stat, or maybe the man himself? Let's go Brian first, then we'll go to Lee. What do you have to say about the Egyptian King when you see this statistic or this graphic?
128 in 100. Man, you are killing me with this stuff. What does it say at the bottom?
128 goal contributions in 128 Premier League appearances for Liverpool at Anfield. So he's had 128.
I reckon that's pretty good for 30-something million.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, like I said, like I was saying last night, if this is to be his last season, fingers crossed it won't be. I mean, he's not. I'd say he's going out with a bang. He's not. He started probably. I don't know. Like last season, he didn't have a great start. He was a bit slow, but you can see right now. I think Slosh. There's a couple of players that are benefiting, and I think he's looking at another golden boot. He's looking at winning something. He's looking at, it's not going to be winding down. I think he's got a lot of these boys. Once you've made all the money, and you start looking at records, and you start looking at numbers, and you start looking at where you're going to be in the all-time lists when you retire. So I reckon, because we were talking about the other night, he's got loads of these. What he's got? We read about. He's got like 10 of these really niche records, like the most this, the most that, the most everything. I think to go like it makes a mockery of all the worry that we all had, that there was a lot of people like Chelsea reject, or some people like, I don't know, who is this guy, or other people thinking, can he come back to England to do it? And all the different, from all ends of the spectrum, from the crazy guys to the people with genuine concerns, to the people that didn't really know much about him. He used to be at Chelsea, he went around, okay, he sounds good. To come in and do what he's done, we didn't think, we were in our wildest dreams, we didn't think we were going someone that was going to do that kind of stuff. Right. Like his first season is just stupid. Like to just show up and just do numbers like that, and he's not even he's he's not a right winger, but he's not a striker. No, he's an inside forward. In between, to come in and do those kind of I don't think anybody could. Even Michael Edwards.
Come in and battle with Kane for the golden boot like that from the wing.
In a Liverpool team, let's be fair, that was not the finished article. That wasn't the best team in the land. It's not like he joined, a Man City or a Barcelona. We weren't the top team in England. We were in the top 4, So to be doing what he was doing for like a team that wasn't steamrolling people every week, I don't know if we'll see numbers like that again for a long time.
Yes, let's say hello to Nolante. He's joining us as well today. How are you doing, Nolante?
I'm saying.
Yeah, all right, Lee. Brian Toff, big up, man. Yeah, all good, man. Just another day, bank holiday Monday. And just here to talk more from what we spoke about previously yesterday. So, we move.
Yeah, we move, certainly. Did you want to say something?
Pick up the chat also as well.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Did you want to say something about the Egyptian King and his 128 goal contributions in 128 Premier League appearances. That is an amazing stat alone, though, to say that you
I
have.
think he likes the records, Mo. I think he likes breaking
Loves them.
records.
I agree.
Like,
Agreed.
He always doing it.
Yeah.
Somehow getting some
Yeah.
but he comes like, I want to see more. I want to see him smashing more records. Like,
Yeah, I think especially when people doubt, like, oh, Mo's lost a step. Oh, Mo's not going to be able to. When you have the doubters and the haters, it makes it that much more of you're more asserted in your pursuit of proving them wrong.
what do you think it would take to get him to sign a new contract?
$600 a week.
If we won the league or something this year, he might think, you know what, I'll stay another couple of seasons because I'm fit enough to do that. I think he might do that if we were to win the league. Or the Champions League, one of the two. And
I think you know what?
More trophies here.
Give him a shot. Give him a chance to get back to a Champions League final and make amends for the fact of that's one of the things that people hold over his head is not being the big game player, being able to have the opportunity to perform in that arena.
If I could choose a Champions League final opponent to vanquish with Mo in the team, it would be Real Madrid. So we could have these.
Oh God! Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
And I'd love Ramos to be in the bloody crowd as well, watching really close to the pitch.
Oh yeah!
Yeah, Mo could Cantona him on the way out. Then Mo could walk past Ramos and just do him in the stands. Take the ban. I've won everything, mate. I'll take the ban for doing you. Yeah, I think what convinced him to stay. Big question. That's a real big, because we don't know why he wants to not stay. If you know what we're saying. So what can we change what needs to change to make him stay? Is that within our power, or is it without of our? Is it so? Yeah, I don't know. We'll know soon enough, though. This will have to be sorted. So will Trent. This can't go on until. Well, you say that, but Trent had his okay boomer moment yesterday, so we need to get that going.
Yes.
Into that, but I want to get into something more positive too. And
I just thought it was funny. No, I don't think it's negative. I genuinely thought it was funny, just the way he made the face. I couldn't not laugh.
Did you want to say something real quick, Lante, by the way, about Mo Salah before we move on to the next?
Well, I mean, there would be the burial of Gloom guys, but isn't Salah a one season wonder? He was never going to do it, was he? Just a thought. He is never going to do it, wasn't he? I mean, didn't do well at Chelsea. I mean, yeah, one season wonder, but I mean, come on, man. I mean, for a winger, I mean, maybe in a lifetime it'll be hard, but you're not going to really get numbers like that. And one thing I'll give it to Mo. Out of the three, probably by 2021, out Salah, Firmino, and Mane, we all probably would have thought that Salah would be the first to go. But look, he stand the test of time. And what Lee was saying about what will give him a new contract, I don't think it's a guarantee that we have to win the league this season. But as long as we're competitive and he gets to decent enough and maybe one or two signings, I think that will be his main thing for me. But if he wants to go to Saudi at the end, then you can't, I can't really blame him, to be honest. He's done his time. So yeah, just keep doing what you're doing. But one thing I've noticed for Mo, just my last point, and we'll move on, is the fact that Mo's become better as an all-round player. He's got holes in his game that wasn't there before, but I guess he's getting to age, and although we can see he's lost a bit of his pace, he's still got that acceleration, and he's become, with assists and through balls, and more of a better all-round player. So this long may it continue this season.
He's still got enough pace to elude many defenders.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think he
had 100%
to lose, didn't he? He had enough that even if he lost a little bit, he's still faster than most people.
Yeah.
Even now, he's still, compared to most people, is he 100 mile an hour move from? No, but he's still faster than most people. So that's all you need.
He is, but I think it's more with Mo Ryan. I think it's his sharpness of movement. Because yesterday, not probably about 2 3 years ago, for pace to the ball, he would have been what's his name, the Brentford centre back who played left back. Was it Aja? But he
Fire, yeah,
like I
yeah.
was watching him. Yeah, I was watching him closely. He struggled with him a little bit for pace, but it's more the physicality. But one thing
Yeah.
about him is his quickness of thought, his movement, and once he's gone, forget it.
Yeah.
He
So,
did a
yeah.
limpet job on him, didn't he? He was like just a
Yeah.
limpet mine on him. Didn't
Yeah.
stuck to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that little dart inside, that bit of movement, that's still there.
Yeah.
There is something I wanted to bring up too. I was going to, I'm sure. I wanted to bring up this right here and make it in the full screen here. This individual on our team, aka known as Lucho,
Lucky Luco.
Mr. Diaz. It was his 100th appearance for Diaz. 100th
Doesn't feel like
appearance.
it, does it? Doesn't feel
Doesn't
like
seem like he's been here for that long, but it was 100th appearance for Diaz. And I have to say, for his 100th appearance, he made an absolutely great breakout style goal for himself on his century mark with the club.
I'm liking I like the finish, and I'm liking his frosted tips on his head. Week by week, he looked better this week. I'm feeling it this week. Last week I wasn't so sure, but now, yeah. Go ahead,
Yeah.
Louis, lad. Go ahead, Louis, lad.
It has been mentioned,
Diaz,
perhaps there's something in the bleach or in the. It's one of those things that looks different colors every time I see it, but it is silver.
It looks
right?
like silver. It's like it's not even like blonde. It's like it looks like it's like like
new.
Yeah, he looks like Storm from X-Men or something.
Yeah.
So, but yes, Mr. Diaz scored an absolutely banger of a goal in his 100th appearance. Just as Brian just said, that's what I was going to ask. I mean, like, it's kind of crazy. He's been with our team for, let's say, 100 appearances. I mean, he's had obviously, some time off from the injuries he's had, and he's also had some battles back from those injuries, but still 100 appearances. It's a lot. That's a pretty.
Thought about that finish.
Not time flies, basically.
Yeah, he just got in on the keeper, didn't he, and thought this is going past him. No matter where to put it, this is going past him with the pace. I'll put it at.
Yeah, sometimes that's all you need, just to get a look on. This is going in. Not to worry. Yeah, you knew it was one of those things. He's just going, I'm having this.
Yeah, you make the right contact. You're going to beat the keeper from that distance, like.
Exactly. Oh, exactly. 100%. Yeah. From where he was, you should score. Yeah, but the way he did was emphatic. Like, it was like, you could see there was something behind it, like, have this kind of thing. But again, you have to give also massive credit for the pass from Jota, which was world class.
It was timed perfectly. It was weighted sensationally, wasn't it? It was sensational weight on it from Jota. It was just begging to be hit.
If they can team up like that, like Jota can do those kind of things. So that just shows you the quality. How we have a player who can play a pass like that. We have a lad who can finish like that. So you keep getting him in those positions. I think I don't know enough about it, but I think this system might suit Diaz a little bit more. I'm not sure, little tweaks or something. I think it's already suited Salah a little bit more.
Maybe the inside forwards. That'll be boss, won't it? And if it's Jota in the middle, that like.
There seems to be a bit more interplay going on. There seems to be a bit more like Sabaz like getting involved and looking for them and then playing off each other. A little bit more intricate. Like obviously, like at the moment that 12 man was talking about earlier on, with that pass and move. I mean, there seems like we've got players like that can play those passes.
Bodes well after 2 games. It's only going to get better, isn't it? Right?
Only going to get better.
Robbo was getting involved in moments, not just bombing up and down. He was getting involved in play.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
know,
yeah.
that was
You
good
know
to
what's
see.
funny about that too, and you're right about that. It's that like it's so incredible how sometimes some people's interpretations of play go. We'll get into these ratings, but like it's just so incredible how sometimes people's interpretations of players and their play, like as in I saw people or heard people that were basically not rating Robbo's performance yesterday, and I was just like, I thought Robbo had a good game, to be honest with you. But again, we'll get into these ratings.
Jimmy is right. Jimmy Flecken is very. I think he's a good keeper, by the way. That guy Flecken, big lad. But hello to Jimmy and a load of people that have come in since I said hello.
Absolutely,
like Cedric
absolutely,
and loads of people have come in.
absolutely. This was something that was pretty interesting. I saw big chances. We scored 4 goals, but we've had 10 big chances already so early in the campaign.
Look at Nottingham Forest. Look at you,
Yeah.
Forest, with your chance
Forest,
creation.
7 big chances. Yeah.
Ooh, fancy.
2 goals scored from those 7 big chances, but still,
Bournemouth, man, they're my team to keep an eye on this year. Bournemouth. I think they're going to do well.
5.
Yeah.
Wolves, West Ham, 3 out of 5. United, the team we're going to be facing next Sunday. Big game coming up. 2 goals out of 6 chances. They're just coming off of a 2-1 defeat as well. Villa 2 out of 6. What's really scary is you look at Manchester City.
One. Yeah. 6 for 6.
Yeah. 6 out of 6. I mean, they're a little bigger there for
you. Statistically, that is not sustainable. But it just means that they have to keep creating chances.
Yeah.
So but at the moment, I think Haaland's already he's already had his first Premier League hat trick. You know, like there are players out there who are considered greats of the game. Well, maybe not greats of the game, but great strikers that never scored a hat trick in a league game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 6
and
out of
Haaland
6
is just out there doing it as if it's just like, okay, that's number first hat trick of the season. I wonder how many I'll get. That's just not normal.
5 out of 8 for Spurs is pretty surprising, to tell you the truth. 5 out of 8. Spurs starting off kind of hot. But I definitely wanted to get into this next thing, and that is the ratings. That's what everyone's here for, pretty much, I think. I know a lot of people love the rating system that I have when it comes to the numbers and everything else. So hopefully we can get through this with as little bit of trepidation as possible. But one day. But let's get this rocking and rolling. Let's do this. Let me bring up. Whoops. Let me bring this up here. Hold on 1 second. I gotta get back to the actual screen that I wanted to use. This wasn't it either. Is this one? Yes. Okay. All right. So I wanted to get into this, and we will right now. Make sure I have this down, and we'll go full screen, and we are ready. So let's begin. We start off as always. We start off with Ali as the first rating. I thought Ali had a good game. He wasn't really tested that much. But still, Ali was Ali. He did have a couple good saves. That one save where it was interesting the way he went about punching it, and then he went in for another punch, which was a little awkward.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about. You remember on that game?
He kind of did that thing. I think he had one hand behind the other, which kind of, because I'm not catching this, I'm going to just power block it, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And it didn't go as far as he thought it was going to go. So he went and rushed to very proactive goalkeeping.
But Ali,
8.5.
yeah, I'm looking at I'm seeing the ratings going so far. Baz has him at a 83. Philip has him as an 85.
See, they're
Ali
abusing
has
the system here. They're abusing the system here.
Oh,
See,
they're
this is what
abusing them. I
happens.
know they are. They
This
all
is-
are now.
They're
It's all
abusing the
good.
system now.
Bernie has him at an 85. Redbird at a 75.
We did it at the start, Taylor. If you're talking about Chiesa, we did it at the start.
Yes. Yes, I already did if that's what you're talking about, Hyler, I did that in the beginning of the show. Red for Life, I said 75. Cedric has him at an 85. If you give the 0.5, it's okay too, by the way, or point whatever, it's okay. I know what you mean. Let's go with Nolante. We'll just go across the board here. We'll go Nolante, and then we'll go to Lee, and then we'll go to the Irishman. Nolante, what was your rating for Ali yesterday?
Ali, man. Ali was solid, to be fair. Didn't have much. The 1-2 shots Brentford had was very straightforward, apart from the one at 1-0, which they raided our box with their 6-4 plus headers of the ball, which, like Brian said, it's a bit of a strange problem, but he managed comfortably. Yeah. Well, he's very solid. He's kicking. He's starting to improve along with his passing at times. So, yeah, 7 for me. 70. I forgot your raise.
Okay.
12, 17.
It's all good. It's all good. Once again, like if you give a 7, it's okay.
Yeah.
We
Cool.
I could do
used to that, yeah. Cool.
Not,
all right. So
it's as long as it's not like euros to pounds to dollars, I'm cool. So,
yeah, I know. Yeah.
Lee, what was your rating on Ali yesterday?
I give him 68 out of 100, but I'll add an extra 3 points for the thickness of his beard on that picture. Wow, that's a thick beard on that picture.
Bit oily.
That's very Paul Bunyan. Yes, I know. He should be wearing a flannel in this as his goalie kit in this picture. 68 though. Okay. Lee with the tough grades. Brian, what was your rating on Ali?
Yeah, but 71 with the beard. Extra
71. No, I'll give you that.
71 with the beard extra.
I'm with Nolante and I'm with Lee. 70. I thought he only had 1 or 2 things to do, and he did them, but he didn't have, a load of stuff to do. So he had a pretty quiet game, and so yeah, solid 70, like 70, 7 out of 10. Really good game. But yeah. Quiet. What he one thing, and then one other save, I think maybe was it. But yeah, he had a nice quiet game. I think he was never under. Yeah. So I'm happy with a 70.
Okay. I'm gonna say because the chat went pretty. The chat were giving them 80s, like in the 80 range.
Yeah.
He's got to.
I'll go in between. I'll do in between.
Next weekend, they're all toilets. Allison will have to earn his call. So far, he hasn't really been tested, but we are going to come under a bit of sustained pressure at some point at Old Trafford. So we'll get a good handle on what his form is then. He'll have to make a few saves, I'm sure.
If he were to rock that beard, that'd be awesome. But if he were to rock that beard, I'd want him to like do like the black beard, like have it be like all like pirate looking. That'd be good.
Oh, like attach little mini fireworks to it and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's awesome.
Smoking bits and that.
The thing is the smoking. Exactly.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. But let's go in between. So the chat want 80s and you guys want 70s. Let's go 75 then for Mr. Becker. How about for a player that I thought, again, I mentioned him earlier, but I thought had a good game. It's been a little bit of like, a question mark for some people this year. as to how or if he's going to fit into this new system and with this new coach, and if his time has come or gone with this come and gone with this team. I think Robbo is the disrespect sometimes I see in some of these chats on Robbo is just sad. But all the same, everyone's welcome to their opinions. Let's go with Brian first this time on Robbo, and then we'll go Lee, and then we'll go to Nolante. Robbo.
Yeah, he did play well. Everything I said earlier on, I won't repeat, got involved.
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't, again, outstanding world class. Where were you when Robbo did that day? So it's still only 75. It's 7.5.
Okay. 75.
Yeah.
Okay.
He had his classic, Red for Life. Sorry, just saying there. He did have that classic moment where it's a lovely move, and all he had to do was finish it, and he connected really well.
That was a good save,
but he
though.
connected, he connected really well with it. And you thought this time when he hit it, I thought, maybe even when he hits it well, the keeper gets down. So it was just a classic Robbo. But I thought, he was. What's that for? Rumors of his death have been exaggerated. Is that the quote?
Mm-hmm.
Rumors of my death are greatly exaggerated.
Yeah, that's Robbo, I think.
And Lee, what was it for you?
Yeah, that was a good way to sum it up at the end, what Brian said, because he is sort of coming back to life gradually, and he's not dead. He is coming back to the Robbo that we all know he can be. He might not be the best Robbo we've ever had again. He might not be that 2019-20 Robbo, but there's still more in Robbo. We know this. You can't write him off. No, he's still got some stuff to give us. Robbo, still got some form, some heart and desire, and tenacity and Scottish grrr to give us. So yeah, Robbo's okay, mate. I'll give him. Did I give him anything then? Did I mark him? I will give Robbo a 7.2. I'll give Robbo a 7.2.
Okay. Nolante, what's your Robbo score? Excuse me. Let's see.
Pretty much what the boys is back. So I thought Robbo, he's come back. He's all right. He's in and out of his form. Lucky, to play the last bits and pieces. The former brothers. See, injuries last season, and then the former Gomez and Simicast even before he got injured. So that's fine. But I think we're solid ones. He went up and down defensively. He was very solid. Obviously, he had 2 chances, which the first shot in the first half was unlucky. Yeah, no one there. And then the header, I thought he should have scored. But, he played well, man. A solid 7.5 to me.
Okay. So what was it was a little muffled at the end there. What was your score for him?
7.5, 12.
Okay, 75. Okay. So 75, basically 75 pretty much.
75. Yeah.
75. I think Lee gave him a 72, I think he said, right? 73 from Bernie, 70 from Cedric, 75 from Jimmy. Red for Light gave him a 75. Baz gave him an 82. Baz is just taking a laugh at the ratings there, but I got you, Baz. At 82. Let's see. Anyone else? So basically 75. How about we give him a
I think 75
just because Robbo's been going through a little bit of the, I'm gonna give him 1 extra point for just being a great player and just a great person in general. I'll say 76. How about that? I'll give him my extra little point. Because it's pretty much 75 is pretty much for everyone except for 1 or 2 scores. How about for Virgil van Dijk, the captain of our team? What would you say Virgil van Dijk was for you today? Lee, you can start it off this time. The equal opportunity.
I'll give Virgil 7.7.
Okay. How about Nolante? what would you give Virgil van Dijk?
Yeah, I mean, VVD, he was solid, man. And what I noticed during the game is when, Brentford got quick attackers with Whistler and then when Bemo came to attack VVD, his aura, his presence slowed him down. And he's who he is. For me, I mean, biasly, but I'm looking as an all-round defender. For me, he's the best defender in the Premier League all-round. I'm looking at his all-round game. And yeah, BVD, and he done some his usual switch passes. So yeah, an 80 for me.
Okay. Brian, what was your score?
Yeah, it's hard to see with Virgil because I've said it before, like the guy kind of normalizes a level of play that shouldn't be normal. Kind of like Haaland a bit. When he goes out on the pitch, he's sort of always at an 8, which is kind of weird, to be that good all the time. He sort of starts at an 8, really, most games. He doesn't start on it, but he usually kind of gets there pretty quick. He turned Mbuemo into jelly, really. Mbuemo just looked up, saw him, and just started. He forgot how to play football a couple of times.
Right.
No, a couple of times he forgot how to play football. He nearly tripped over himself when he saw Virgil was up on him. He just didn't know what to do, and he just gave up every time. He just gave up every single time. Either turned back or gave the ball away by losing control of it because Virgil was just, I'm going to take that ball off you. It's either going to happen now, easy way or the hard way. Easy way or the hard way. So, but like Nolante is saying, the switch passes, I'm not going to give him the highest praise. I'm not going to say that he's up there with someone like Alonso because sometimes he has more. You have a little bit more time to play those passes, and you're not playing him under pressure in midfield. But one in particular that he hit to Salah, it was just absolutely ridiculous. It was like he put it on his instep from 70 yards. Like it was just like it taken out like a 9-iron and just. Like it was the easiest thing in the world.
He is very accurate.
It's incredible. It really is. It really is. So like every week he's nearly at an 85, and that's just him having a normal game. I think it's absolutely insane, man.
I know I should have let this go by now, but I still can't let go what Pickford done to him and how it deprived us of 2 Premier Leagues
in a row. Because
we were winning the league that season, mate. The league was virtually already won by Christmas, and then we fell away with no Virgil. Even though Virgil wasn't there before Christmas, we got away with it for a bit, and then it kicked in, and you knew it was Pickford. We were easily going to defend our title there. It didn't matter about the other injuries. All the other injuries could have happened and we'd have coped as long as Virgil was fit.
Yeah, no, I would never let that go.
It bugs me so badly what Pickford done.
I mean, isn't Pickford's the reason why Jurassic Park isn't he part of the reason why they had the uprising on Jurassic Park? I thought so. At least I thought that was the case. He's still
shouting at the staff. He was shouting at the other dinosaurs because
exactly.
A few
this dinosaur arms.
Started.
Thank you for the assist on that joke there, Brian. but yes, I saw
that season though, weren't we? It was like the fates conspired that we just weren't going to retain the title.
It had to be him.
It must go back to City. You know what I mean? It was just like we just couldn't catch a break that season. Not to put it. No, we got loads of breaks, but it was hideous that season, wasn't it? It was just so disappointing after the way we'd struggled to get back to winning the league, and I thought, yeah, we've got this now. This is ours again. And then that shit, like.
He is captain clean sheet so far. He is captain clean sheet so far.
Hi, Nigel.
Definitely. Good to see you, so we have Red for Life gave him an 80. Jimmy gave him an 85. Philip gave him an 83.
Mine was an 85 as well, in case I didn't make it clear. I gave him an 85.
Okay.
Do you remember what
you guys gave him higher ratings than I thought he was going to get, to be honest with you.
Do you remember what happened when Pickford done that to Virgil, what the excuse was for not sending him off? Oh, it was offside.
Oh
If
yeah.
he's offside, you can't send them off. Never
Oh
heard that
yeah.
before.
That's bull,
Oh.
though. No, because you can still get get sent off even on offsides for something.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
that was a dirty tackle. That was
yeah,
an
for a
assault.
reckless tackle like that. Yeah, endangering
All
another
right.
player like that. It's not just because he's offside doesn't mean that
It's the
you
cherry on
get
the
a
cake,
pass.
that wasn't it, when he went and done that alongside it.
But
Yeah,
they were gonna flex and flip their to try to figure out a way not to do what they needed to do.
It's funny you say that. It's funny you say that, Lee, about that 2021 season. Yeah, we really should have done should have been back to back. But one thing wasn't just the injuries; it's FSG incompetence in the market. We could have brought Kanai early. Would have wrapped up the league. But again, they're dilly dallying again. It cost us.
We tempted fate by not replacing Lovren. We did tempt fate by not doing that. I know.
Yeah.
No sooner was he gone than we needed him badly. You know what I mean?
I know, Lee. Yeah, that was annoying, man. Yeah, I was so annoying that season. Oh God.
I think 85 is going to be the score for. That's surprising. I didn't think. I thought Virgil had a good game. I guess people are giving him extra points because of the clean sheet. Maybe I wasn't going to rate him personally. I wasn't going to rate him 85, but I'm a man to people here. I'll go.
I went a little bit low because it was just standard Virgil, wasn't it? Like, yeah, it was standard Virgil performance. He didn't have that much to contend with, but I like the way Brian put it about YNWA.
Well, yeah.
Easy way or the hard way, bitch.
But that's the thing. That's the thing about Virgil is that he's going to, because he's so domineering on the pitch. Most times the play goes to the opposite side of wherever he's at on the pitch, simply because you don't want to have to like chance or contend against it. All right, so 85 is what we'll give Virgil.
Did you see his post-match interview? Did you see that? He's even cooler in the interviews than he is on the pitch. They didn't catch him. They tried to catch him on 3 or 4 things, and he was rushing him off. Yeah. Nobody. He's just like, nah. He's a politician, man. They couldn't get him on anything. He's just a cool.
Yeah.
And he's absolutely massive. When you see him standing beside like normal people, he's
6'4". Yeah.
Oh my God.
Well, it doesn't help when you're like whoever was that
the girl that's standing beside him, she's like 5'2" or something.
The ex-footballer.
Yeah, she's tiny. Yeah, she didn't even come up to his elbow, man.
Yeah, it's like okay, it's like it looked like a child was like trying to ask him for his autograph or something for a second.
Copyright.
Yeah, but then again, 85 is what we're going to do for Virgil. How about for the man on a mission, Ibu, trying to make it a point to say, hey. What we're gonna go with Ibu. Nilante, what are you gonna rate Ibu?
Oh man, Ibu, man, honestly, man. I've got my feelings about him, but boy, he's I mean, being dropped over injuries last season, his form weren't great. You're walking the Frenchman up again to his standards. So if it wasn't for a certain player, 12, I mean, we'll get to that player later. He'll be my man of the match. But he was, I think Brentford's attacks were mainly on his side with Trent, and he was just solid, header in, firing 2 men. He was clearances and some simple passes. Yeah, Ibu, he was on it. He was on smoke. So 92 for me, man. If it wasn't for 92, wow. Yeah, man. No, he was good. He was good.
92.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, he was good. He was good, man. Can't lie.
Okay. Lee, what about yourself?
Again, see, the defense didn't have loads to do, but I always feel like the best thing for Virgil is I think he feels better seeing Ibu with his like presence, strength, pace, and power beside him. I think that's better for Virgil. We're going to get the best out of Virgil if it's Ibu and Virgil, so long may it continue. And I think I'll give Ibu like an 8. Give him an 8 because I only give Virgil 7.7, so we can't give Ibu like too much more. I'll give Ibu 8. Because we didn't have to do a lot, did we? We went that test, but next week will be different. I'm interested to see if we can possibly get a clean sheet at the toilet next week.
Okay. Brian?
Yeah, wow, there's some big shouts in the chat. I don't know.
I know, I
maybe
saw that. I saw that too.
A fever mentality or something. He didn't stand out for me.
He didn't either for me. But
and maybe the learned and intelligent people in the chat have seen things that I haven't, and that is very, very possible. Believe me. But yeah, they're going big on him. So I'll say, look, he really saw the game. But to me, I agree with Lee as well. He's the perfect profile of the partner. Like, I see Kwanzaa as a future Virgil, as opposed to like the ideal. Like, I like that Vidic Ferdinand thing, the ball player with the steel man, and Ibu really is that guy. So if it's Ibu the player or just Ibu the profile, but that's it.
He didn't play much for France, did he? But he played.
No, but look at their lineup. Look at their list of centre halves.
If you can even get in that French squad as a centre half, mate, you're doing well. If you can get in that squad as a centre half, you're doing well. Never mind on the pitch. But he was on the pitch in the World Cup. He just wasn't at the Euros that much. But he's a French international centre half. You don't really have to say an awful lot more than that.
We always said it. All it is the fitness and the injuries. So I'll go with the 80 on him. I'll stick with an 80.
Okay. You're right about the chat. They are feeling a little bit of. They're definitely feeling the Ibu. Phil gave 87. Stegger said 85. Possible man of the match.
I saw 3 man of the match shots for at least 2 anyway.
Yeah. He's better. He was better than Virgil for me.
If any our squad last season can have more fitness, I hope it's Canate and Jota. If we can Diogo Jota have more fitness and more time on the pitch this season, will do us the power of good.
Oh, undoubtedly, yeah. A fully fit Ibu and a fully fit Jota, it could be the difference.
Absolutely. Baz gave him a 93.
There's another 9.
Bernie gave him an 85. Jimmy gave him an 85. Red for Life gave him a 90. Marion just gave him a rose.
I think you might have a mass walkout if you don't give him at least 88.
Oh wow, that makes me. Maybe I have to change my rating. I was gonna give him an 87 to be honest with you, but
if he stays fit and
I'm only going because you guys both gave him two. You guys gave him 2 80s, so that kind of knocked down the 90s a little bit to 85. I was trying to go in between, but I'll give him a point extra. So no one thinks that I have no ill malice towards Ibu. As long as he stays fit, and as long as he stays fit, he could potentially be one of the best center backs in the league, hands down. I'll say that time and time again.
Oh, they were. We said it before he got injured, and it wasn't over a long time, but it wasn't over a short time either. As a partnership, they were the top partnership in the league. They were outperforming Gabriel and Saliba, and everybody thought was the best, but everyone was saying they were the best pair, and it was quite close. But Canate and Virgil were actually statistically the best center half partnership, and then he got injured. So we know how good they can be, and Virgil, I think, looking at him going, you just go and you just go and take care of him that way, I'll take care of him this way, and we won't ever concede goals. Basically, it should be like something might go wrong and something.
Especially with Alisson
and Ali in behind. Yeah, exactly. Come on. I mean, what more do you want?
Let's go. Brian, Lee, then Nalante on this one, because this one is for the player that had body language experts all around the world coming out the woodwork, apparently. It's our vice captain, Mr. TAA. What was your ratings for Trent Alexander-Arnold?
Yeah, keeping all of the because that's irrelevant to the pitch time. I thought he had an absolutely brilliant game. I kind of I almost had him as my man of the match there for a while the game was going on. I liked pretty much everything he did. There's a couple of things we haven't heard at all this season yet, and it's space in behind Trent, space in behind right back, or Trent inverting. We haven't heard any talk about it. There used to be interminable talk about it. He's still going places and doing different things. Slot was saying that he can play even up as a number 10 in the position if that's where we can get him in certain moments and all of this stuff. But he didn't use the dreaded I word, inverted. So that's good to see. And I just thought Slot, come on, Brian. Slot made a point of saying one of his best attributes is his ability to cross the ball in. So we want him in those positions as well. So it's not about getting him in the point is to get him into the middle. And I saw that was what I thought was really good yesterday. You saw him in the middle. You saw that one amazing pass he did to Mo where he pretended he didn't want to do anything. He tried to kind of fake it, and then he just played this beautiful ball through the lines, and Mo was nearly in. That's what he can do. But you also want him in wide positions where he can really hurt people. And I thought he looked brilliant, which is why I was so surprised at the face afterwards, because it was 72 minutes. It wasn't 62. It wasn't half time. And I thought he showed us pretty much everything he's good at. One of the best passers of the ball we have, and probably one of the most dangerous creative players in the league with his ability. So I have to give him an 80 at least. So 82. Yeah, 82. No, what did I give Verge? I gave Verge 80. Yeah, I'll give him the same, 85. 85.
Okay. Jimmy, how about for you, Lee?
Give him 80. Give him 80 out of 100.
Okay. Short and sweet. How about for you, Nalante?
Yeah, similar to what Lee and Brian has said. I just thought, again, I've been repeating this for how long, and as much as good, he just needs to be in midfield. Like the whole defensive thing, it's just not him anymore. The defensive side of him, just let him be in midfield, let him create, let him do what he needs to do. I just think the whole defensive thing is just getting tired, and it's just more and more in the middle, and let him be in the middle, let him be more freer. But because defensively once or twice, again, basic defending, and again, it was only Lewis Potter for Brentford. He just kind of lazily let him down. And then again, a better team, if that's next week against United, then we're in trouble. But again, attacking wise, it's just the same thing with him. You know, he does what he does, and he's good at it. He's world class at it. So, yeah, Bright 82.
Okay. And I'm looking at the chat right now. They're kind of scores are all over the place, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I know Cedric is saying like afterwards, I'd give him 0 out of 10 for afterwards, but yeah,
Wow,
so I just put it up till the point he was taken off. I thought he had a great game. So
yeah, 78, 90 from Bernie, but Trent got a 80 from Red for Life. He says, I'm not going to blow his antics out of proportion, but as the vice captain of LFC, he should know all the cameras are on him, and he needs to show some respect to Slot, get over it, and carry on. Cedric gave him a 77, can't get past the attitude. Jimmy gave him an 8, would be a 5, would be 0.5 more if he didn't spit the dummy.
Yeah, throw his toys out of the pram, basically.
Oh, I got you. 88 from Trent for that's for Trent. I'm sure that's not, unless that's Trent's brother or something, maybe, or cousin.
Yeah.
But
just one to Nalante quickly.
88,
if you look at the heat map and you look at the touch map, this is the point I've been trying to make, is that he is in midfield. He gets into midfield. He gets to play in midfield, but he doesn't start in midfield. So it's not like he's been. I mean, if you look at where he's played his passes from, most of them are in the midfield, but he's also able to get right. So I think it's like you're getting that mix of him doing everything. Like, so if we were to start yesterday, say with Connor Bradley at right back, Like, which role would you have Trent playing in the midfield? Would it be where Gravenberch played, where McAllister played, or where Sabazza played?
I'll get what you're saying, Brian. He was in midfield, but my point is just the right back thing for me. My opinion is just
Yeah.
done. I just want him to be. Sorry, Princess. Sorry. Okay, thank you. Sorry, I've got my daughter who's just asking me
No,
something.
you were good, man. You're good.
Yeah. Yeah, so no, for me, just per se, I just feel it's just as we've both discussed, all of us in the chat, we know the quality he has attacking, just defensively is the same thing with him. And I'm a bit harsh, but I see it all the time. And against better teams, it's the same thing. And I just want him to flourish, go midfield. We can do a double pivot. That's fine. And then he can go right or left, but then start the base of midfield and let him do his thing. That's my opinion. Bradley's good enough. And again,
that's quickly why I'm asking. I'm not like trying to catch you out or
of course, bro.
Would you play him in the Grav bit or the McAllister bit? Say that's the double pivot. Would you?
Yeah.
Would he do the Grav role, where the holding role, or would you have more as a McAllister type where he sits deep but gets forward?
Yeah, the McAllister type. I think sitting deep. Yeah, he could do it. Yeah, role. Yeah, he can alternative. He can alternate and just let him, as Slot led yesterday, just let him be kind of free, and he'll know you have to do certain bits. But at least with the double pivot, we have the protection. But yeah, that's not really.
Okay, so let's go with how about for Trent? We'll give him an 84 then. Sounds like a decent score for him. Going from what a lot of how all over a lot of the scores were out there. How about for Maka? Lee, what was your scores for Maka?
Maka, I'll give him like a 7.9.
Okay. How about for you, Nalante? What was Maka for you yesterday?
Yeah, Mac.
I was gonna say, I'm sorry. If you do want stats, ask me if you want stats to help, maybe solidify the whatever ratings you're going to give up to. By the way.
With Maka, yeah, he was, he's quite quiet, really. But again, he didn't do anything wrong. It's not that he did anything bad. He just did what he did, and I kind of noticed during the game with this double pivot, Grav, he's the one that just joins the attack more, and Grav is the one who sits more or less, whatever. But yeah, he was effective. Did his thing, passes. He done one or two nice slide through passes to start attacking the other half of Brentford. So. Yeah, I'll say about 76 for me.
76, okay.
Yeah.
Brian?
Yeah, I think in my kind of just in 2 games, it really is a small sample size, but I think in the 2 games you can see a definite improvement in what Gravenberch is doing, much more involvement from Szoboszlai, Diaz and Salah. Mac, it seems to have kind of sometimes like a slight change in a system or something like that can kind of take away a bit from a player.
Mm-hmm.
He's not being as impactful as he was in the end of last season, but it's only 2 games. But maybe there's something in this system that's taking away his kind of I don't know, maybe attacking input into the game. He's coming more of a link man, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
We'd need to watch more of it, but he hasn't been the standout guy in either of the 2 games.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm sure his numbers are probably really, really good, and he's doing exactly what. But I think he's one of those players who can be asked to do so many different things in a very small area that I think maybe we want you to hold a little bit, even though you're not the holder, but hold it, and that Dom is getting involved more ahead of him, the other players. So I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but there seems to be a tweak that's taken away his kind of explosiveness, maybe. So I think he's had more of Yeah, it's weird. Just he's kind of been there type game. Like obviously, probably would have missed him if he wasn't, but isn't standing out. So I'm sure that's tactical, probably. It looks to me like Dom is more involved, and Gravenberch is behind him. So yeah, I don't know what would you call it. Yeah, 70, but just a real
70.
kind of yeah.
Okay. Yeah, the chat's got 70, 75 for Red for Life, 70 from Philip, a 77 from Baz, a 75 from Jimmy, 75 from Cedric, 78 from Bernie. Trap Joe gave him an 85. That's pretty. That's maybe he's giving him a couple extra points for him being in a 2-0 win. That's high rating. How about we go with? I think it's 73. So that's like right around where everyone had them, pretty much in the 70-75 range. So I'll put him at a 73. How about for his counterpart at times, Mr. Grava, Ryan Gravenberch. Lee, what was your score for Ryan yesterday?
I give him the best score out of all the players. I give him an 8.6. That's the best score in the whole team for me.
Okay. Nolante, what was your score for Mr. Ryan?
Yeah, similar to what Brian was saying, Gravenberch was more involved than his counterpart, but that's no shame on McAllister. For Grav, the first half, he's done some good things, but it just certain times he was getting a little bit outpaced, a bit second to the ball, but he was still trying things, and he was a bit, and then obviously that challenge, which, we like our field to put a challenge, so at least he's getting stuck in, so it was a bit up and down in the first half, but second half, more involved. Then we saw the pirouette, the turn a couple of times, and then some nice interchanging with the forward line, some nice link-up play. So I'll say, yeah, about an 8. Yeah, 80 for me.
80? Okay.
Yeah.
How about for you,
80,
Ryan?
yeah.
He might be the first stats shout of the night because there's a lot of talk.
Okay.
I'd be interested to know.
Played 89 minutes, had 90 touches. That's a lot. I think he might have had possibly the most touches on the team, but I'll double check that. But 90 touches was 71 out of 76, so 93% for his passing. 1 out of 2 for his long balls. 1 out of 2 for dribble attempts. 4 out of 8 for his ground duels. Had 2 fouls. I think he had a yellow card, I want to say. But had one clearance, 3 interceptions, 3 tackles, and was triple passed 1 time. But his heat map is pretty impressive when you look at his heat map. He was all over the pitch.
He was busy, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did his thing.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Just pretty much, you can see, sometimes it might be, you can call it a little bit telegraphed maybe, but you can see sometimes what we try and do where that thing where you just pass him the ball and he turns, and he goes forward. You can see it's a real, that's what we want you to do because you're good at it. So we're going to ask you to do it. So be ready to do it and try it a lot because it will work because you can't stop that. That once a guy turns you and goes, they've dumped the whole press, you can't really stop that. You got about 3 seconds then to get back in shape. And if he can then play that first time pass or 1 or 2 touches and then play a pass, it's kind of game over. It should be, more often than not, it will be. It will work.
You've got players like Jota in front of you, it often
Exactly.
is. So,
yeah. You can see what the plan is like, if we can do this, this is what you need to do. Drop the shoulder, turn. He's shown how he can do it. So I'm expecting to see a lot more of that and him getting better at it and the players ahead of him getting ready for it. So I like that little tactic and it works. Yeah, his numbers are really, really good there. But look, let's see him. I'd love to see him do those numbers. I'm not saying he has to do it, but I'd love to see him do those numbers in a game against like City or Arsenal or something like that and go, yeah, he stepped up, because I think he can. You know, it's just like for him as well. It'd be because if he was, it's just Ipswich, it's just Brentford. Yeah, okay, we have a big game next week. If he can, he's had 2 good games to get his confidence up. So yeah, I don't. Did I rate him? Yeah, I'd be 85 definitely. Yeah, 85.
No.
Yeah,
85. Okay.
yeah.
Good. Okay. So wait,
Yeah,
let me
they're all
make
doing
sure.
well this week.
Let me go through your ratings one more time for the panel here. What did you give him, Lee?
8.6.
86. And Delonte, you gave him a
Well, I bumped it up. I'll put 82.
82. Okay. All right. So let's give him a lot of people gave him good scores. Again,
A couple of man and match shouts as well.
yeah,
Okay.
I wouldn't have gone that far. I mean, you know how much I do like Grava, but I mean,
Yeah, same. He had a good game, but yeah.
So let's give him an 85 because it looks like Red for Life again gave him 85. Trap Joe gave him 86. Jimmy gave him an 85. 86 from Baz. Bernie gave him an 80. But I mean, pretty much all the scores for Grava was like 85, 86, pretty much.
Oh, everyone's happy.
Yeah. Okay.
All the numbers are good.
How about for Dom, the man, our number 10, our makeshift number 10, if not sometimes filling in that 6 role for us too, but primarily as the 10 for us lately. What was your number for Dom? Let's go Nolante, Lee, and then Brian. Nolante, what was your rating on Dom?
I thought that's Dom's best game in the Liverpool shirt for us for a while. First off, again, I think we're getting used to how we play the ball. He was a bit hit and miss, but you could see, his running power. But one thing I liked about Dom is anytime he lost the ball was his workload to track back and win that ball back, which was good. And obviously he started the pressure with the second goal for Salah by winning that ball back. So yeah, Dom was impressive. I mean, his passing, it could be, better as the Dom we know. But all in all, very good for Dom. And I'll give him Dom 82.
Okay. Excuse me. Lee.
Yeah, I'll give him a 7.9.
Okay. Brian.
Good numbers, bad numbers. I mean, did he have a good game? He didn't blow me away watching.
If you see his numbers aren't other. Yeah, I mean, he doesn't have many numbers. He actually doesn't have that many numbers. I was just looking at his stats.
Yeah, I didn't think he was overly involved.
But he was 62 out of 64 for his passing. That's pretty exceptional. 62 out of 64. Yeah, we did set a record yesterday. Apparently, we were
92%. Yeah.
So, he had 2 key passes.
Tidy.
2 out of 3 for long balls. 1 shot blocked. He was 0 for 3 for his ground duels, but gave 1 foul, 1 block shot. Yeah, that's about it.
I just thought he was tidy,
Yeah.
I think this system is suiting him better. It's getting him involved more. It might take a little bit of time. But yeah, just without watching it again, I'd say 70.
Okay. So our panel was kind of 70 and 79 pretty much is the range for the panel. Looking at people in the chat, Trap Joe had him at 77, Cedric had him 84, Red for Life 85, Jimmy at a 77, Philip at a 69.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Let's put Dom. I was just gonna go in between though, from what you guys had since you had a. Let's go with a 75. Sound fair? Maybe 74, maybe.
No, sounds fair to me.
How about for obviously who I was raving about yesterday as being possibly the man of the match. He won the man of the match, actually, but Mr. Lucho. Let's go. We'll go Nolante, Lee, then Brian. Leave Brian for last. Give us praises. Nolante, what were your scores?
Well, Luis Diaz.
I think there might be somebody pulling up outside my house, or so I might have to go.
Yeah, something.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, Brian.
Yeah. No, I'm only
okay.
joking.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, another delivery.
Yeah, another delivery.
Yeah. Yeah, with Diaz, man. I mean, there's either going to be Konate or Diaz for man of the match. So that's my man. So the Sky Sports, whatever, got it right. Diaz, man. I mean, again, I understand he has a lot of critics, but I want people to the chat and knowledgeable chat. Would you really swap Diaz for Anthony Gordon? Really?
Oh God.
Really? I'm just asking the chat. Would you really swap Diaz for Anthony Gordon? Really? He's not going to change our ways. Look, one thing I like to say.
One yes. I reckon you'll get one yes in the chat.
Maybe, yeah.
Revanite will have heard that and he'll pop in. And
Rev. Good over. Pick up Rev if he's in the chat. Yeah, pick up Rev in it. Yeah. Oh, good seeing from yesterday. You see, I'll just try and keep it short. I don't want to ramble on so you guys can put your input for it. But what I would say about Diaz is the fact that I remember Mane at the end of 2021 season, he had a bit of a bad patch from December to March when we could have won the league back to back, as Lee was saying before, with the injuries. And he got a lot of criticism and saying he's finished, he's done out here, people wanting to perform. And these are, like I said, we all got pigs, but these are football people or these social media type that jump on bandwagons. Now, with Diaz, look, if he was going to leave in the summer, if we get a player that's better than him, that's an upgrade, then fine, fair enough. But I mean, this Anthony Gordon, man, like, please, let's just kill this Anthony Gordon chat for Diaz. He was dribbling. One thing, apart from Diaz and Salah to an extent, because he's changing his game, it's the only one who can dribble, beat the man, run down the wing. He will take 2-3 players out of the game. His space and his dribbling, but you see what he does. Look at the game; he's everywhere. The goal, he assisted Mo. Could have another one. That was a wonder save, and then passes. He was electric yesterday. So all we can say, long can we hope that Diaz continues in this form, and then he can get double goals and double assists at least this season, which will be a great season for him. So for me, 95.
No, Jesus.
Right. Oh wow.
He was on smoke yesterday.
I like it. Set the bar, Nolante. I like it.
He was on smoke.
Lee, what's your rating for Lucho?
Gravenberch got me best rating. I'm not going to give a better one than Gravenberch, 8.6. So I'll give Lucho 8.3.
Wow. Okay, Simon. I meant Lee.
So yeah, back to say your part.
Is Nolante Huey? Is he?
All right.
What's the other guy's name?
What?
What's that guy's name?
For what?
Oh, the little guy. Unlike the American version of whatever it is, Something's Got Talent.
Mm-hmm.
Is it Huey? There's a Huey guy. What's that guy's name? He's a bald guy with glasses.
Yeah.
A suit jacket.
Not Huey Newton, not Huey Lewis. That's Huey.
No, it's not Huey Lewis.
What's his name? And now I'm gonna go blank his name too. I know you're talking about though.
Oh yeah, that guy.
He's got
someone in the chat know me, Bob.
Snazzy. He's got that snazzy blue jacket, just like Nolante has. Snazzy blue jacket. That's what I think of. So yeah, so Lee is Simon Cowell. Nolante, So I'm Paula Abdul. Am I? I'm Paula Abdul.
Yeah.
Oh, straight up.
Yeah, straight up. Well done. Very good.
That's it, Brian. Hey.
What is this?
No,
it's not Huey. It's Howie. It's Howie Mandel.
Howie.
Howie. Okay.
Why is he famous?
He did the show. He did the one where you had to pick the cases and stuff as well.
Okay, but is he like a
It was
music
like
producer?
a
Why
game
is
show,
he?
and you got to pick a case, and then you had to like eliminate cases and stuff like that.
Oh, Deal or No Deal. I thought you meant like court case.
Deal or No
Yeah,
Deal.
that's Deal or
Yeah.
No Deal. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
an English one as well that started over here.
Yeah.
Bloody no Edmonds. But anyway, I stole it long enough. Yeah. No, look, I'll straight up give him an 88. Because to me, he basically always plays the same game. Diaz, like he didn't really do anything yesterday that he doesn't do every week. He takes people on, he works hard, he runs at people. That thing where he cuts in and runs across the box, where he won the free kick for Trent. Where Trent, that one where he cuts across. But it's just some weeks the net bulges and some weeks it doesn't. But he always does the same. Like he never
Diaz, doesn't he?
Yeah, it's always Diaz. Yeah, it's never you're never like, oh, where was he today? Or like he's always doing that. And sometimes it comes off, sometimes it doesn't. And yesterday, like I said, I think perhaps it's just little tweaks where he's going to get more into the game. It looks like he's getting more into games. A little bit in the final third, the same with Salah on the other side. So
remember when he first came in, Diaz, he pushed Firmino out the team by pushing Mane into the middle.
Yeah.
On the left, Mo on the right.
Like I wouldn't go like you can go down the recency bias thing. I'm not going to say his best ever game for Liverpool because he's had other games where he's been really good. It's not. It's not like his first. It's not the first time he's done it. I don't know if it's his best ever game, but a goal and an assist. Jota, Mo. I mean, you've got three players now who already have between them 7 goal contributions. That's just our front three. If we can if you just look at that between Diaz, Jota, and Salah, their GA over the 2 games. If you extrapolate that over a season, which is what should happen, I mean, it's looking pretty good. So I don't know, like people who watch and pay more attention will probably say, oh, he was better in a game against such and such, but it's got to be one of his best games for us. It must be. So definitely like 88. I think that's probably my highest. I said it a minute ago. I think that's probably my highest, 88. Yeah.
88. Okay.
Yeah. I don't think I've given a higher one. I think 85 was my highest so far. So I think that's my highest.
Okay. I saw in the chat 90 from Red for Life, 88 from Jimmy, 90 from Philip, 95 from Trap Joe, 95 from Cedric, 88 from Bernie. A lot of high scores. I like it. As far as stats for him, played 72 minutes, had 1 goal, 1 assist, 41 touches, 27 out of 27 for his passing, 4 key passes, 1 for 1 for crosses. Big chances created. He had 1 big chance created. He had 2 shots on target. One shot blocked.
That is one thing. He's not crossing the ball. We're not crossing. Like we're passing. We're not like on that side. We're very rarely. We're not swinging the ball in. We're not crossing balls. We're passing. Like he attempted 1 cross in 72 minutes. That just shows you if the ball is on the ground, we're playing it sure passing. If we are crossing it, maybe it's from a fullback wide or something. But yeah, that's a really interesting stat.
6 out of 10 for his ground duels. Lost the ball 3 times, was fouled once. Oh no, excuse me, had 1 foul, was fouled twice. Had 3 tackles and was triple passed once. But Lucho was putting in work yesterday. Definitely was putting in some work. So let's give Lucho a. Let's see. Drum roll. Let's give Lucho a 90. Since you went 8, even though our Howie Mandel or Simon panelist on here gave him a low. Try to.
I've heard the name Howie Mandel.
Yeah, he's one of those people, man. Like nobody over here would know who he is, but he's probably famous over there.
Yeah. Top, what would you give Diaz just for benefit for us? What would you give him yourself?
I I would have
Well,
given
is he
him
man of the
a
match?
90. Oh, man of the match for sure. But I would have given him
Yeah.
a 92 or a 90 is what I had originally. I didn't have to change it. I had a 90 as his rating.
Because he got loads of shouts that were higher than other people, but there were
Mhm.
other people that were putting him in the chat were giving those shouts man of the match. But I didn't see anybody give Luis Diaz man of the match, even though
He
they were
got
giving him higher
on
scores.
SofaScore, his rating was like an 89, which is an exceptional
Okay.
rating.
Yeah,
So,
nice.
like,
Well, if you complete 100% of your passes, you're going to get a good rating, basically.
You should.
And then you get a goal and
You should.
assist, then you're going to get a really good rating. And then you
Right.
do
Got
a
a
little bit
goal.
more, then you're going to go
Yeah.
way up.
Yeah, definitely.
That is really good.
And then to have won more than half of your crown duels shows
But I
that you're
just look
actually
at that as
working.
well.
Yeah.
That shows that he's passing the ball, but he's a left winger who crossed the ball once. That
Right.
tells you all about how we're trying to play.
Right.
That's how we're playing football now. It's not about getting it out wide or doing anything because we don't have, a guy in the middle. We don't have a big man. So I think that's really that'll tell if you need to know anything about how we're playing the game, that will tell you how we're playing football.
Agreed. Agreed. I thought he did get. Make sure I put him back in the score. Let's go with Diego as our next choice, and then I'm gonna do the same thing as last time. I'll give you each an individual player off the bench to rate, and I'll just allow for guys to do the individual so we can get through the subs pretty quick.
Don't even think about giving them to me. Don't even think about it.
Diego, how are you rating Diego? Let's go with Milante first.
With Diego, yeah, he was okay. It wasn't, it wasn't. I wouldn't say he's action packed, but Diego's always still sniping. Is always a threat. And then he assisted Diaz with the first one, which was good. I actually thought that's all right. I actually thought he might have delayed the through ball, but Diaz with the run, but he timed it to perfection. And yeah, I mean the second one, again, everyone's thinking he's missed, but that was a worldy block. He was going to score that from Collins. So yeah, but I mean a little bit quieter, but he still kind of connect with play, hold up. So I'll say no more than a 77 for me.
Okay. Let's go, since Lee's off camera, let's go with Brian. Oh, no, I'll come back to you, Lee. You're ready. Go ahead, Brian.
Yeah, I think obviously not as lethal as he was against Ipswich, but I think looks very comfortable in the system. Looks somebody that can work around. The assist was world class. The block, like Nanate said, other than that, he's got a goal and an assist.
Mm-hmm.
I think the whole it looks good to me. This really I really like this combination: Salah, Jota, and Diaz, and then Szoboszlai back and coming in, and then the fullbacks that we have.
Right.
It's really nice, and I think not his best game for us, no. So considering what I gave the other people, yeah. So yeah, 75 sounds good. Yeah, that's all right.
Okay. How about for you, Lee?
Yeah, I'll give him like 7.7.
Okay. I'm still trying to figure out Lee's methodology, but I like it. 77. Okay. All right.
Scouse Mats, they call it, I think.
There you go. Red for Life, 75. Philip gave him an 80. Jimmy gave him a 75. Bernie gave him a 75. Cedric gave him a 77. Yeah, 1 extra point for trying to cheer up Trent. I know that should be noted.
Yeah. I think you can call it at 75 and be fair. I think it's a good score.
Yeah. I had him originally had him at like an 80, but I'll give him 75.
People challenge.
I thought that pass to Lucho was possibly the pass of the game. Like that was an incredible pass.
Oh, it was.
Because that was not an easy way. It like
definitely was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What? Yeah.
Because it was played first
the way that he was able
pressure.
to pressure. The way he was able to angle it and have it kind of just kind of slide right into his pathway as he was running. That was incredible. Pretty incredible pass, I thought. All right, let's get into the Egyptian King. He was the man that got. He was the man who got the thumbnail shout for today. Especially since Lucho got the thumbnail shout yesterday. I gave the Egyptian King this one because, as you know, 128 games, 128 goal contributions.
Mm-hmm.
The man scores. He just keeps on scoring, just keeps on contributing, keeps on bringing about any bit of recognition to his name as being one of the greatest and best players for the Premier League era. Mohamed Salah. What would you rate Mohamed Salah? Lee, you look like you're ready for this one. What are you going to give Mohamed Salah?
Give Mo a 8, a flat 8. 8.
Flat 8.
Yeah, flat 8, 8.0.
All right. Brian, what were you going to give Mohamed Salah?
That's low, Lee. Come on, man.
Shotted only got a 7.7. I'm giving.
Oh, I know.
8.0.
I don't know. Maybe it's that plaid shirt, man. Since you put that on, you got your ratings are going down.
It's a jacket, mate. It's like a jacket.
It's one of them little padded. I know the ones. Yeah, I know the ones
with a zipper around.
It's it's hard not to say anything less than 80.
Okay.
I mean, have you ever seen a man more comfortable in his role? He knows what he does, and he doesn't try and do anything other than what he does. And he knows, and do you know what I mean? This is what I do. He doesn't try and get overly involved in bits of play. Like, it never gets mentioned, but I think it's very similar to peak Aaron Robben. When Aaron Robben just used to play out on the right wing, cut inside, beat a man, and bend it into the bottom corner. And he did about 25 times a season until he was about 34. Mm-hmm. Mo is just at that stage now. He just does the same thing over and over again. And if you're good enough at it, like Robben was, everyone knew what he was going to try and do. It became like a meme. He's going to cut inside and bend it. And he did. Mm-hmm. And that's what Mo does. But if you're good enough at it, it's unstoppable. If you're one of the best in the world, it doesn't matter if they know what you're going to do. So, yeah, I think he's great, man. I think he's ready to go again. Another 25 goals.
Yeah.
So, I said 88.
I think he's
88.
ready for the big leagues. I got you. What is
no, 88. 88.
88. Okay.
88, yeah.
Okay. Milante, what's your score for him?
Oh, don't mention the hair transplant.
Yeah, don't talk about that. Don't talk about that. How about you, Milante?
I know. I think the next mile knows about Turkey, but yeah, there you go. It was kind of the Egyptian. To be honest, if it wasn't for his goal, I would have gave him probably a slightly lowish rating. No, don't get me wrong, he wasn't poor or anything, but I just felt he's on the cuffs of the game with the battle with the centre back. Agile, he was getting the better of him at most times. I think I don't know, man. He's dribbling. He's just a bit. I don't know. Something's missing in terms of that game. But again, when I say that being said, Mo's, as we talked earlier about his darting, he's always moving, so he is gonna create a chance. So, and again, that was a cultured finish from Mo. Bagging another goal, and he done nearly another assist. Was it for who was it? It's in Nunes, that Rubo. So yeah, all in all, Mo, I'll give them about 83 for me.
It was a good matchup, wasn't it? Mo and Christoph Adja. He was able to.
Yes, Lee.
Yeah, he was able to badger Christoph Adja at times, wasn't he?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like he hasn't locked up a bit.
Exactly, Lee. Yeah.
The chat had him at 87, 85. 85 from Red for Life, 87 from Philip. Cedric M 89, Bernie in 88, Jimmy gave him 84. Trap Joe gave him a 90. With those scores in mind, I would say that our Egyptian King deserves. I'm putting in to mention that I know you gave him an 80.
80 I gave him 88.
Oh, no, you gave him
It's gotta
88.
be at least
Yeah, so I'll keep it kind of.
86.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, we give him 86.
86.
As the score.
86 is a good one. Yeah, that's good one.
Mate, that I
All right, now.
Land of the Giants with him, innit?
Yeah, he's a mountain now, boy.
Yeah, they are. They're the tall. Someone was saying how they're the tallest team or something like that, or one of the tallest teams.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, massive.
Waymo was probably
tall is good at Brentford.
That's why PVD and Kanati done well to be, credit to them, man, because they were outnumbered in terms of height. We were outnumbered in terms of height. Yeah.
So we're gonna do this. I know. Don't worry. I won't give you the rating. I'll let Nolante. Can you step up and give Darwin a rating, please?
Darwin. You try. Actually, can Lee answer that first, please?
No, everyone gets one. No, we only get one guy each. Apparently, we.
No.
How
about you can do.
Okay.
I'll do. We're gonna do like one. Like there's 5 subs. Yeah. Endo played, but he played in the 90th minute.
Yeah.
He came in at the very, very end. So I'm not giving him a rating.
Yeah.
And the others. So we got Darwin, Cody, Connor, and Harvey to rate.
Yeah.
They all came in at like the 72nd minute, and then Harvey came in at like the 83rd minute, so it's even harder to rate rate Harvey. But
it's tough to rate Harvey like on a few minutes, isn't it?
No.
Yeah, but I'm gonna do. I'll if necessary, I'll do
3.
I'll rate Harvey.
Yeah, do the 3. If you want to just leave it to the panel, do the 72-minute subs, and we can do Darwin, Gakpo, and Bradley, because the other 2 aren't fair.
Yeah, because Elliott's like kind of
long enough to judgment 25 minutes in it, like, you know what I mean, with injury time.
Yeah.
So give Lee. Lee, you can have. Neilante got Darwin. Who does Lee get? Bradley. Give Lee Bradley,
Cody,
and I'll do Cody then.
Okay, and you can do Bradley.
Cool.
Lee. So Darwin for you, Nolante. What's Darwin's rating for you?
Darwin when he came on, I mean, it's his first game, so he's going to be a bit rusty. I mean, there's a header that offside. If it was onside, the Darwin quiz would have been on his head, but it was offside. Yeah, he gave him, a bit of energy. Nothing more, nothing less. I say a standard 55. 55 for me.
Okay. Let me change it up. I'll say I had him at 66, but I'll bring him in at 55. All right. How about for Cody? I think Brian, you wanted to take on the Cody ranking. What was your ranking for Cody?
Yeah, the same as the other, kind of the same as the other 2, just a 50. They came on a 50 and nothing happened. None of them did. Cody had that shot where he hit the bar off a deflection. So they just kind of locked out the game, and he was pretty much, I don't know. Okay, 55 because he nearly scored off a deflection. So that's about all that happened, really.
Okay. All right. I'm going to bump it up to 55 for you. All right, 55. And then we have Connor Bradley for Lee. What do you give him, Howie Mandel? Mr. Mandel, what are you going to give him?
I'll give Connor a 7.2. 7.2 for Connor. There's 25 minutes where, because he looked all right. Yeah, he had a couple of people run at him and ran with them and that. So I'll give him 7 point, whatever it was I said. I've already forgotten.
72. Got you.
72, that's it. Yeah.
I would have given I had a 66 for Darwin, 67 for Cody. I rated Bradley at a 67, but 72 is the number. So for Mr. Bradley, we're looking at 72. All right. Let me also do this real quick too. Let me get through these. I'm not going to. I said I'm not going to rate Harvey. I'm also not going to rate Endo. So it comes up to. It's now down to our man of the match. I think it's kind of easy to go with who we think is the man of the match, but I'll allow for Brian to call out the man of the match for us.
Oh, okay.
Special delivery, Brian. Special delivery.
Yeah, look.
Special delivery.
He's had a lot
from
of
the consensus of what everyone said. Yeah.
Yeah, he's had a lot of critics. He's had a lot of critics. And we know he's had his injury problems as well. He was in and out last year, but I think we've seen the best of him this year. So obviously it's Ibu Konate.
There you go. There you go. All right.
What else did you expect? Yeah, I know. Obviously it's Diaz. No, obviously it's Diaz. Clearly Diaz. Yeah, clearly Diaz. And let's see many more of them. But that interview was hilarious afterwards. The McAllister being called into being the interpreter was like something from Alan Partridge.
I'm surprised really Ali wasn't asked to do that, to be honest with you.
I don't think they were expecting it, basically. I don't really think they were expecting what was going to happen. But I mean, the boys both Ali's Portuguese speaker. The two boys are Spanish.
Primarily because he did that for when Nunez got asked to be in an interview, Ali played interpreter for him.
Yeah.
And he did the translation.
I don't think they
and he was actually able to translate it to him into Spanish. So
they can definitely speak Spanish. It's just like it was the way I don't know if like the girl thought that Diaz could speak English because she asked him a question directly in English. I think expecting him to answer it. And he just kind of looked at Mac and went, no. And then gave that like really comedy, like really, really long answer in Spanish. And then McAllister just goes, he was like, yeah, he had a good game. And they just sort of started laughing. It was like, yeah, that's definitely not what he said. But
yeah.
They should do more of that. These interpreters are always funny. I mean, the one that Bielsa had was hilarious. The one where like Bielsa be there staring at the ground, this weird little tiny guy beside him, trying to like translate Bielsa's whole like 2-hour long tactical explanations on things. There's more of it.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, Rebecca Latte. So yes, you heard it here first. Brian just said Luis Diaz is our man of the match. You definitely heard that's an exclusive. Oh man. We kid. Big up to everyone that joined us to help us get this all together and make this ratings show a great ratings show. I appreciate everyone for doing so. Is there
we have a couple things, just one or two things? I think you said you were going to mention it.
I am. I was just about to bring it up.
Yeah, I'll let you go on that then.
Okay, let me make sure that I can I'm gonna make the photo be progressively good. Okay, so unfortunately, we did lose a cherished member of the Reds community. He is someone that has been battling with his health as of late, but Erickson was definitely someone that was beloved by many. I would say that certainly. So let me make sure I do this correctly. Our thoughts and prayers go out to the family. And I would certainly say that I would certainly say that you'll always be in our memories, and you are a cherished individual in those memories, to say the least. So definitely rest in peace. I know that
He did against us, didn't he? He was Benfica manager when we knocked him out the European Cup in '82.
Brilliant
right,
manager.
yeah.
There's
Sven
a
was
great
very
story about it may be a little bit, it's not really exaggerated. It's a story that Didi Hamann has always told. They were out on, he was manager when Didi was at Manchester City, and he tells this story about they're out on a tour out in Thailand, and Didi saying, like, we're all at the hotel. It's one of these beautiful hotels, and it's down at the beach. These Thai hotels, spectacular stuff.
Huh.
It's a huge big swimming pool that overlooking the beach. He gets up like 11 o'clock in the morning, and Sven is out on the sun lounger, right? And he's just there and he's just chilling. And Didi walks up to him and, like, he says, like, what's going on? And Sven orders, a bottle of champagne and 2 glasses, right? It's 11 o'clock in the morning, right? And, like, Didi, he says to him, what are we celebrating, boss? And he goes, life, Kaiser, life. That's the kind of guy he was. That's the kind of guy he's just like, come on, man. We're here in Thailand. Just celebrate. Why wouldn't you have a glass of champagne? So I think, that was a man who knew, I'm a manager. I'm getting paid $5 million a year. I know this is the dream. This is the dream. Celebrate it. Live it. It won't last forever. And, so it was Doug, the Dugout Football Channel, who actually was on Sky News, who was the person who actually launched this campaign to a degree to get him to manage Liverpool in that friendly, the Legends game, one last time. And he actually did an interview on Sky about it. Barney knows Doug going way, we know Doug going way back. And I thought that was a brilliant thing, and it happened. But yeah, like you said, a real Reds fan. And today, man, you don't see the likes of him anymore. But yeah, that Didi Hamann story, that's what I always think of when I think of Sven. That's just the kind of guy you want to go out and have a drink with, like.
Do you want to say something, Lee, and Nolante? Do you want to say something as well?
Yeah, he's a good manager, Swan, with him being a Liverpool fan. That major. I didn't even know. For years, I only knew recently, I think. I didn't even know that shit until recently that he was a Liverpool fan. And I knew he liked us and that, but I didn't know he was a fan.
Yeah, dream to manage us, like, A lot of the Scandinavia, how big we are up in Scandinavia. We're massive up in Scandinavia. Norway, Sweden, Liverpool is massive up in that part of the world. So no surprises, really. But...
yeah. Some very, very touching comments by our Mighty Reds Army here. Definitely. He'll definitely be missed. And you're right. I was happy to see him get his opportunity to skipper, to be the gaffer for the team, for the Legends team, and you could tell that everyone was just over the moon for him to have that opportunity. And again, our thoughts and prayers go out to the. I think I speak for everyone on the panel. Our thoughts and prayers definitely go out to the family, and yeah. Malante, do you want to say something before we end the show here? I think Malante is unavailable at the moment, but yeah, we will be back tomorrow. We'll be back tomorrow with another show. As always, if it's the 7 o'clock hour, please do give a look for the Liverpool 12 Man Show. It's all about the lucky 7. Since we're playing the slot machine, I figured that the lucky 7 is a number certainly worth hitting on, and that's the number that we've chosen to do. So again, please join us tomorrow for another show. I'm sure there'll be some topic that has the fan base up in an uproar. I'm sure there'll be some transfer mention that has us in some type of debate amongst us. But
we didn't even mention Amrashvili being a done deal. I mean, that we got to hear our first.
Yeah.
That was, and we didn't get, so shows you we're talking about the important things now.
Talk about the important things. Yep, it's about as Fen said, it's about celebrating life and everything. So, so we will be back tomorrow. You guys want to say a parting word? Would you like to say anything to the Mighty Red Army here, Lee, before we allow for them to enjoy their Monday? The rest of their Monday.
No, thanks for being here, everyone, and look up to the night sky for the beacon tomorrow. The 12-man beacon will appear in your night sky.
Yeah, it certainly will. Brian, do you want to say something to people before we push out?
Oh, just see you all again tomorrow, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully. And Alante, you back with us yet, or? I don't.
Oh, and like the stream. Like the
show.
Yes,
please do. Please do like the stream, comment. Do your thing. Please do. Share this with those. Just basically, if they want to, just see if they'll subscribe and just give the show a chance. That's basically what it is, because I think this show is definitely tailored to be something different than the other channels out there. And the reason why is because I want to make something that is obviously very supportive of our Reds, but something that is a forum for us to openly speak on different topics, be allowed to voice our opinions, not necessarily be judged and ridiculed simply because we have differing opinions. But it's a matter of always walking together. I believe you'll never walk alone is important to believe, and it's something that I believe wholeheartedly. So, but the other thing I do believe is this too. As always, up the Reds, people, up the Reds. I will see you guys tomorrow, and until then, again, up the Reds, people, up the Reds. All right, peace out.
Peace.